Welcome to the daily audio briefing of the Curated News, which is curated by Sandeep Ohri. Today, we're giving you a fast-paced rundown of the top news items you actually need to know, straight from our sources.
Yeah, we're keeping it brief. We just want to extract the actual facts driving today's headlines and get you on your way.
Right. So let's jump right into this Times of India report on a Nomura Holdings study. It's actually saying AI is creating more jobs than it cuts in places like India, China, and the Philippines.
Which is, totally counter to the usual doom and gloom narrative we always hear.
I mean, yeah, all we hear about is AI replacing coders. What kind of jobs are actually being created here?
Well, it's mostly infrastructure. Like, to run AI, you need massive data centers, new power grids, local data annotation teams.
Right.
So it's not just a software thing. It's a physical boom generating entirely new roles.
Oh, that makes sense. And speaking of upgrading infrastructure, the New Indian Express reports that India Post is piloting a new 10-digit alphanumeric Biji pin in Bengaluru, Karnataka.
Wait, so they're replacing the standard PI codes entirely?
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, that's smart. Like,
Yeah.
The old 6-digit PI is just throwing a net over a whole neighborhood,
Right.
But using letters and numbers is like dropping a GPS pin directly onto your specific front door.
Yeah,
It pretty much eliminates those automated sorting errors.
definitely. Moving from physical grids to digital ones, the Wall Street Journal reports New Mexico is fining Meta $942 million.
Wow. That's huge.
It really is. The ruling forces them to limit underage screen time and actually hide likes. And with over 40 U.S. states currently suing Meta and Tennessee up next, it feels like a massive pushback.
It's a total pivot in how we regulate them.
Yeah.
Like, for a decade, courts assumed users were just responsible. Now they're recognizing that features like likes are engineered to be addictive for kids. It forces accountability back onto the platform.
Absolutely. Also in the Wall Street Journal, Apollo Global Management is buying the British budget airline EasyJet for $7.7 billion.
Which sounds like a lot, but I mean, look at the asset they're getting.
Right.
They operate a fleet of over 300 aircraft and control more than 1,000 routes across 30 countries. You're basically instantly acquiring a massive footprint in European aviation.
That is true. Shifting back to local finance, the Times of India put out a really helpful FAQ on the new merchant discount rate, or MDR, for UPI fees.
Oh, people have been really stressed about those fees.
Yeah, but you don't need to worry. Everyday consumers, small shopkeepers, Kirana stores, you will not face any charges for digital payments.
Well, that's a huge relief. The whole system relies on zero friction.
Yeah.
If you add fees to micro merchants, everyone just goes back to cash instantly.
Exactly. Okay, some quick sports updates from the Times of India. Ariha Pangampam just made history as the first Indian to ever win gold in the senior women's individual event at the Aerobic Gymnastics Asian Championships.
Oh, wow. That is incredible. It really shows how gymnastics is diversifying as global infrastructure improves.
Yeah, and actually, another Times of India sports victory, Titli Majid just won silver in the women's 45-kilogram event at the Asian Youth and Junior Weightlifting Championships in Tashkent.
Which is just a great sign for the development pipeline looking ahead to future Olympic cycles.
Man, such a good week for sports. Oh, and a quick admin update from the New Indian Express. The Karnataka State Special Intensive Revision exercise deadline is officially extended to August 17th.
Good to know. Definitely gives you some crucial buffer time if you still need to process that paperwork.
Right. Now, fascinating local report, also from the New Indian Express. FDA officials conducted surprise inspections at 26 3-star and 5-star hotels in Bengaluru.
Wait, luxury hotels?
Yeah, and Sandeep notes something really perceptive here. Like, street food stalls are usually the ones suspected of hygiene issues, but the FDA was probably way more surprised at the high number of violations in these luxury hotels.
Yeah, I guess a fancy marble lobby doesn't actually guarantee a clean kitchen, unfortunately.
No, it definitely doesn't. And just a quick entertainment note via the Times of India. If you caught the Michael Jackson biopic, Michael, fans will be thrilled to know a sequel is planned.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for sure. And wrapping it up for another Saturday morning, is this the Times of India covered a story where 90,000 rubber ducks raced for 15 minutes in the Chicago River for the Chicago Ducky Derby. Sandeep notes this raised over $480,000 for Special Olympics Illinois, where a $10 duck provides an athlete's lunch and a $30 6-duck Quack Pack funds team gold medals. Plus, the fastest duck sponsor actually won an SUV, and the runner-up got $2,500. Sandeep says, what a novel idea for raising funds. Have a fab day, folks, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.